Hello, beautiful flowers, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Michaela. I am a cash stuffer and budgeter here on YouTube. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. So in today's video, we are going to be budgeting my first paycheck of July. I'm super excited to get back into these budget with me's. I think they're great to see, to show you guys how I personally distribute my funds. That way it can help you guys maybe determine how you might want to do yours. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so in front of me here, I have my budget breakdown, and this is pretty much exactly the same way that we were doing it prior to my little break, except we are going to be doling out my expenses, so my bills and everything, instead of just making them cashless. One thing I did forget was my calculator, so I better grab that guy. Got him right here, and there we go. So this is paycheck number one, like I said, and it's gonna be my paycheck that we are budgeting out, and we have $1,175 to work with. So this is gonna be a little tight. So usually Zach's paychecks are a lot more, so we'll have more to go to sinking funds and savings with his. Mine is gonna be probably eaten up by a lot of bills and mortgage. So our mortgage, the last time I checked in with you guys, I don't remember if I told you that it had been raised a little bit because our escrow went up. So currently our mortgage payment is $1,538 per month. So I'm gonna be stuffing 4 paychecks this month, so I need to divide that by 4. So $384.50, I'm just gonna round down to $384, is gonna be going towards our mortgage. And then every 2 weeks, Zach and I do transfer $100 to our principal of our mortgage to help pay that down faster. So that is $50 per week extra that needs to go towards our mortgage. So I'm going to do that in that category. And so then our cashless category, so this is staying in my bank account, is $434. So as you can see, already a huge portion of my paycheck is taken up by our mortgage. All right, so then we are gonna go into, I think I'd like to go into envelopes here. So these are our daily expense envelopes. Not that I get groceries and gas every day, but like it's our weekly, I guess, weekly expenses. So groceries, we're actually pretty well stocked on groceries right now. The only thing I'm gonna need to get more of is fresh fruits and veggies. So I'm gonna go ahead and put $50 aside for groceries this week. For gas, I always at least need a tank, and I think Zach just filled up. So I'm gonna do maybe just $40 in this because I think I'm gonna be the only one needing gas this week. Dining out, I'm not eating out anymore, but Zach will sometimes like to get lunch from somewhere. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put maybe $20 into this so he can get lunch once or twice. And then for each of our spending, I'm gonna do $10 each. So a little light this week on our envelopes, but that's because we don't have much to work with. So that's gonna be $130 going into our cash envelopes. Next up are our bills. I have this under expenses, and this red line is here is because these right here are sinking funds. I just didn't have enough space in my actual sinking fund area because I have so many sinking funds. So let's go ahead and start with utilities. I actually have not even calculated how much we would need to do per paycheck for utilities. So I'm just gonna put $30 in here to start with because I really haven't figured it out. Because, you know, things change in the summer. You're using a lot more electricity, but you're using a lot less gas. So it just depends. Our phone is $200 a month still, so I need to put $50 towards that. I already figured my monthly and yearly subscriptions, so I'm putting $11 from this paycheck towards monthly subs and $8 towards our yearly subscriptions. For parking fee, I'm gonna go ahead and just do $10. I just paid that, so I have 3 months to save up another $270 for our parking pass for my job at work requires me to park in a parking ramp downtown, and it costs us money, and it's very frustrating. And car insurance, we actually just switched car insurance providers, and we just paid our yearly premium. So we have about a year to save up $1,500. So I'm gonna just start easy, and it's gonna be $10. I think it's about $1,500 for both of our cars to be insured for the year. So we're going from Progressive, which was we could pay every 6 months in full and get a discount, to, I don't remember the name of our new company, but you can pay in a year, up for an entire year, and get a discount for paying in full for the year. So that's what we're going to choose to do, is to do that. So I have quite a while to save up for car insurance. All right, so then I'm going to total up our expenses, our bills rather. So that's 119. I'm going to put that to the left here. And then I'll put our sinking fund total from this section over on the right when we get to sinking funds. So just to kind of get a gauge on where we're at, to see how much we have left for savings and sinking funds, I'm going to go ahead and deduct the categories that we've already done. So we have 1,175 to work with. 434 went towards mortgage. 130 went towards envelopes. And 119 went towards bills. So we have $492. So as far as our savings goes, I haven't touched my savings. I haven't touched our savings envelopes rather. And so these are kind of like exactly where they were at before. So I'm going to go ahead and do just 25 each to home improvement and emergency fund. Our likes challenge, I'm going to skip this week. I do want to get back into it, but I obviously haven't posted a video in quite a while, so I'm not even going to look at that. Month ahead, we're going to go ahead and just do, let's do $20. Christmas sweets. Okay, so this is towards savings for Christmas, and we have this little thing here. So it looks like we have a 20 and a 40 left. I nearly need to erase this, but we're going to go ahead and do that 20 right there. So just do 20 in Christmas. Oops. And then we have our mystery 15 and our princess budgets. I actually need to grab both of those. All right, so for our mystery 15, these are all of the envelopes I have left. So I'm gonna pick out 2, I think, and I'm not looking, I swear. Oh God. Okay, so we have a 40. I told myself I was picking out 2, so I'm gonna do it, okay? That's why it's called a savings challenge. And 25, okay. So we'll do those 2, and then we have this many left. I have a different box where I've put all of my stuffed ones. I'll get that out when we do the actual cash stuffing. So 40 and 25. I am actually going to put those 2 different numbers here, not total it, because I'll need it for our denominations. So there is that. And for princess budgets, this is where we left off on it. I guess we'll have to do, what's the lowest? A 35. So I guess we're doing 35 on this one as well. I guess I don't technically have to do the lowest, but I'm just nervous about not having enough for sinking funds. Not that sinking funds matter necessarily. Sinking funds are just like, I already have money in them, so I'm not too concerned about adding more to them. But, you know, what matters most is having your bills done, having your bills paid. So 190 towards savings. Perfect. And so then now is where I take my total, and I need to see how much I have left for sinking funds. And as we write in our totals for sinking funds that we're going to put in, I'm going to deduct that from our amount that we have left. So let me quickly do the math here. So we have $302 left for our sinking funds. So let's start off with these little ones down here. We are going to start off with electronics. This one I have a little savings challenge for. So let's go ahead and do, well, it was kind of going in order, but clearly I didn't in that one. So let's do this 21 right here in electronics. That way we can start working on getting that column all finished. See if I can get this zipped. Stay organized. Okay. So we have that. So I'm gonna go ahead, sorry, I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna have this a little to the side here. Okay, beauty, let's go ahead and just do a 10. Household, I'm gonna do 20 minus 10 minus 20. Car and health, I do want to put a little bit more towards each of these. I had to, these are separate categories and they will get separate envelopes, but I just, once again, don't have enough lines to put all of these on. So I put them in the same line there. So car, I'm going to do 30 and health, I'm going to do 30. So that's a total of 60. Sam's, I'm not going to do any, and treat yourself, I'll do a 5. All right, vacation, let's do 20. Shop small and YouTube can each get 10. So that's a total of 40 to deduct. Zach, let's give him a $20 bill. Miscellaneous, we'll just do a 5. Gifts, let's do 10. Fun, we'll do a 20. Valentine's Day, let's do 5 since it's so far away. Halloween, that is coming up, and Zach, it's one of Zach's favorites, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 10 in there. Thanksgiving, I'm just gonna do 5. Father's Day and Mother's Day are super far away, so I'm gonna do 5 in each of those as well. Black Friday is coming up a little sooner, so I'll do 20. And anniversary, I'll do 21. And that leaves 20 for clothes. Perfect. So that actually worked out great. So I'm gonna total this column here to see what we've got. All right, so it's 186 here. And then our last half of our sinking funds is 116. So now is the time to see if I actually made it what it should be. So we have 1,175 for our check. We are going to deduct 434 for our mortgage. We're going to deduct 130 for our cash envelopes, 119 for bills, 116 for the first part of our sinking funds, 186 for our other part of our sinking funds, and 190 for our savings equals 0. So perfect. I am so glad that the math worked out for that. So that is our first paycheck of July all budgeted out. I will be having the cash stuffing coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. Leave any questions or comments down below. Leave this video a like so I can contribute more towards my likes challenge in the next budget with me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.